Okay. Television. The name is George Cooper. We are coming to you live from the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party. As the party executive, we are expected to gather here this afternoon for a very important meeting with all of the Unity Party Alliance. They are about to gather here this afternoon for a very important meeting. We are told that the purpose of the meeting is to be able to discuss some burning issues within the Unity Party. So that is the reason why all of the Unity Party Alliance, the executive of the Unity Party Alliance, of the various alliance, they have been started this afternoon for a very important meeting here at the headquarters of the Unity Party. Of course, remember when Unity Party came to power, there have been a lot of different misunderstandings, dissatisfaction with other political parties that supported the ruling Unity Party. More recently, a source from the executive informed us that there are some parties within the alliance that are calling on the Unity Party to adhere to the Supreme Court ruling. And so they have told the executive that if the Unity Party does not adhere to the Supreme Court ruling, they may likely withdraw their support from the Unity Party. So some party within the alliance has expressed that disappointment when it comes to adhering to the rule of law. According to them, this party came to power under the mandate to the rule of law. That is why you have the arrow within the rescue agenda. So if the party does not adhere to the Supreme Court ruling, some of them may likely withdraw from the party. That is why our source within the Unity Party are informing us. That's why I prompted this quick emergency meeting, so that they can be able to sit on the table to be able to have a conversation in regards to some of this dissatisfaction within the party. So 2 o'clock this afternoon, all of the executive of the Unity Party Alliance will be here at the headquarters of the Unity Party. They have already started arriving. They're going to be here to discuss some burning issues as relate to the success of the party, because the alliance parties are different political parties from different parties. So this, we're going to tour you. This is the headquarters of the Unity Party, the party that won the 2023 elections under the UP Alliance. So they are coming to have their first major meeting to address concern within the Unity Party. So we expect the entire executive of the Unity Party Alliance to be here this afternoon to discuss issues within the so we are carrying you around just to show you how the compound of the ruling party look like. This is the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party, the party that took over the mantle of leadership in 2023. So the party is about to have their first major meeting, and this meeting is to address issues of national concern within the Unity Party. So this is DN News Online Television coming to you live from the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party. The name is George Cooper. I'm here along with Uriah Fitz-Gimpan, along with our general manager, Mr. Aaron Kiban. So together, we are going to be bringing you live of every activities here at the headquarters of the Unity Party. Recently, the opposition held an emergency meeting where 5 political parties were part of that meeting. The Alternative National Congress, the ANC, Citizen Movement for Change, the CMC headed by Musa Hassan Bedete, the All Liberian Party headed by Belinda Wafer Urate, Movement for Economic Empowerment headed by D. Mazes Akimia. They gathered along with the Congress for Democratic Change. They all gathered at the headquarters of the where they held an emergency meeting in regards to their stand when it comes to addressing the issues that are affecting the country. On the agenda was the issue about the president not being adhering to the rule of law. So the party said, the opposition political party agreed on that day to have a major protest on a Tuesday against the government, and the intent for that protest is to call the government to order to make sure that the government adhere to the rule of law. Right after that emergency meeting by the opposition political parties, the ruling establishment, the Unity Party, decided to have their own emergency meeting today regards to addressing some of the concerns that the party are faced with. Currently, as we speak, the party is seriously challenged. There are huge dissatisfaction within the party. There are some partisans of the party that are not satisfied on ground that since the party came to power, the party had not been able to recognize them. The party had not been able to give them jobs. So they are calling on the leadership of the party to seek the welfare of the young people within the Unity Party that brought this party to power. So these are some of the issues that the party is going to be addressing this afternoon when they go for the meeting. So we're going to talk to the chairman of one of the Alliance Party, Movement for One Liberia. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm Mr. Alexander T. Gibson, the national chairman of the Movement for One Liberia, MOL political party.
So today, the UP Alliance is going to be having a meeting. How do you look at this meeting?
It's good. Yeah, today we are here to support the vision of the president, most especially the ruling of the Supreme Court, to give our opinion. No, not opinion, but the opinion of the Supreme Court. To support the statement of the president and also get our definition of the president's statement to the Liberian people.
As a national chairman for one of the political parties that supported this government, there are a lot of dissatisfaction within the party. Now that you're going to have a meeting today, I mean, what next after this meeting?
Well, we have our disenchantment in our different parties. We got internal disenchantment, we got external, but I think the meeting will be used as a catalyst to resolve all issues and problems.
Your standard bearer serving as a senior political advisor to the president, and looking at the Unity Party when it comes to the issue that have to do with rule of law, they are adhering to the rule of law. I mean, what is your political leader telling the president when it comes to abiding by the rule of law?
Well, since the Supreme Court ruling came out, I have not heard from the political leader yet, but obviously as an attaché to the president and somebody who respects rule of law and good governance, I believe she will support the president because it's in the interest of the Liberian people. We have to serve the Liberian people and keep the country on a hostage. So I'm sure I've not heard from her yet her own position, but I believe she will concur with the president in the interest of the Liberian people.
Can you confirm to her whether she will be present in the meeting?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Yeah, meaning she will not be present.
She might be.
She might be.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So how is it the MOL?
MOL is doing well. I'm there as a chairman. It's doing well. We have some challenges, honestly, but we have to have a reform in the party.
Is there any message from the UP Alliance, especially from the movement angle, the Movement One Liberia?
For the UP Alliance?
You are a member of the UP Alliance? And
So we are confident and we have a good relationship with the Unity Party. As an Alliance party, we are 22 political parties. And as a first the Unity Party, and first the Alliance members. And then so we are in good relationship. And I believe that for the next 4 years, we will do better in Liberia. We can do 100%, but we'll do better.
Okay, we hope to speak to you after the meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, he's Alexander Gibson. He's the national chairman of the Movement for One Liberia. We're going to speak to. We're going to speak to the chairman of one of the Alliance Party. Welcome, sir.
Hello, how are you? I'm very happy to be here this afternoon.
Okay, today the Unity Party Alliance having a very important meeting today. I mean, what do you make of this meeting?
Well, it is important that we have a meeting, and this is an alliance, there's a governing, this meeting is being held, so that some records can be set straight.
So the information we are getting from our sources is that the meeting was called based on the dissatisfaction from some of the alliance, especially when it comes to abiding by the rule of law. Is that true?
No, I'm not aware of that. This meeting was called for the alliance to meet and take some decision on pertinent issues in the country.
What do you think will be one of the major talking points?
I will keep that to my chest for now.
Okay, he said you will keep that to a chest for now. So, okay, we're going to talk to, we are here. Okay, Let's talk to partisan of the ruling Unity Party. Yes, sir, your name, sir.
It's a pleasure. I'm J.Q. Namwe.
Okay, today you're having a very important meeting here. What do you make of this meeting?
Well, it's a very good thing. As you're aware, the governing party has sent out a citation to invite the press. They will be holding a very important press conference. That press conference is to give its official position regarding the recent Supreme Court ruling and to speak to a wide range of national issues.
So the issue about adhering to the rule of law, what is the step of the Unity Party?
The Unity Party remains very committed, focused to upholding the rule of law. As always, the Unity Party has demonstrated that commitment by different actions that you have taken. So when they say adherence to the rule of law, they're not just saying, yes, we listen and we apply, but the different practical steps that the UP have taken demonstrate a commitment to upholding the rule of law.
The Unity Party have been in the news for a very bad reason. I mean, after this meeting, what do we hope to see?
Well, I disagree with your assertion that the Unity Party have been in the news for the bad reason. The Unity Party have always engaged in things that are right. Look at the magnificent achievement of this government. Look at the intervention, whether it's in road, whether it's agriculture, whether it's infrastructure development, whether it's impact in the economy, whether it's about job increasing incentives of civil servants and what have you.
We are still seeing majority of Unity Party being jobless. I mean, they are not getting job. They are complaining that the party are not giving their attention. The party are not paying attention to them. They are not getting job. Only a few hands of people in the party are getting job. So that's one of the bad reasons Unity Party is in news for. The next thing could be the Unity Party failure to adhere to the rule of law.
So like I said to you, I disagree when except you point to the
but that is a reality.
Except you point to the percentage for the Unity Party at Thomas Kubo,
you will disagree because you are a Unity Party.
No, I'm not just disagreeing because I'm a Unity Party. I'm disagreeing because the facts, the record says otherwise to why your sessions.
A lot of your parties speaking to you raise some of the issues about a lack of employment, lack of attention from the Unity Party.
So is lack of attention equated to not being in adherence to the rule of law?
No, I'm telling you that one of the factors there, the next could be your failure to adhere to the rule of law.
The issue of job creation is another thing. I support job creation. I've been one person who have been advocating for young people to get
and now you are employed.
I, as a person, equally have not been able to get job from a party. So I deserve one, which I think is good, providing opportunity to young people in the party is a very good thing.
Okay, thank you. So let's speak to the next person. What's your name, sir?
My name is Augustine El Sama.
What's your role here?
What's my what?
What's your position in the party?
I'm the Deputy Secretary General for Training and Research, Montserrat County.
Tell us about this meeting.
Well, I will not give you the inside of the meeting because I cannot let the
what
cat
prompted this
out.
emergency meeting?
I cannot let the cat out of the bed.
What prompted this emergency meeting?
Ahead of time.
What prompted this emergency meeting?
Well, we are just here to correct some of this misleading information, and we are just here to call the attention of our people that yes, they should not mind some of these political prostitutes. Yeah, some of the political prostitutes are going around making reckless statements or saying things, doing things out of the way. We are here to tell the Liberian people that you should not listen to them.
You should be brave enough to call names, sir.
I should be brave enough. I'm not afraid of anybody in this country.
Yeah, can you just call the name?
Politician, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of no one. This guy.
You are still speaking in parallel when you say this guy. Who are those guys?
I'm just trying to tell you the ANC, the so-called CMC, the so-called PLP.
You call a political party so-called?
These are not people that mean well for Liberian people. We cannot be distracted. We keep focused. We talk about this country to correct a lot of things. The mess that we talk over, we are not shifting blame. We talk over to correct this mess.
So how United Party intend to address some of the challenges within the party?
We are already addressing, not attempt or nothing. We are addressing and saying how you people are going to continue to address some of these challenges. And our focus is for us to continue to.
You're going to take 2 years to address challenges within your party?
Within my papa, some of the challenges.
Lack of job creation for the young people who supported the party.
Who told you that?
Because I have spoken to a lot of them already.
Look, let me tell you something. Unity Party is not a boys' club party. Unity Party is not it's a unique party. Right? We don't just speak randomly. We speak according to
A unique party should not be selective.
selective in what?
In providing job.
In providing job, what they told you.
Exactly.
Most of our youth look, Unity Party, let me tell you what people don't almost think about Unity Party. Unity Party stratify people on the base. Look, we're not just going to take somebody if we know that yes, you have the credential to be a director or supervisor. Yeah, we go, we see the position, we take you there.
When they were supporting you, you did not ask for credential.
When they were
At the time they were supporting you, you didn't ask for credential.
what is it? What do you call it was supporting?
At the time they were running campaign for you, you never asked for credential. Now that you are in power, you are asking for credential.
Let me just tell you something. I that standing here, right? I will not tell you that look, I will get XYZ a job, I will get the person a job. No. The party is responsible to our chairman, our national chairman, the national SG, to make sure that we stratify our young people.
Okay, we'll talk to you after the party, after the meeting.
We are stratifying our people, and our people will be satisfied by the grace of God.
But they are still jobless.
Well,
Let's hear you. What's your name, sir?
I'm Chairman Critical Momo Johnson, or you call me Rescue Chairman for the Council of Major of JMB and JKK.
Rescue chairman.
Yes, sir.
How are you rescuing?
Oh, we are rescuing the people gradually, that step by step. So, a kind of systematic, but gradually as we speak, we are rescuing the people and we will rescue the people.
Your rescue had turned to disappointment.
So you say it is all right.
According to your policy in our interview.
It is a choice of what? Yes, I mean everybody will not be happy. Even myself, yeah, I'm not happy. But again, should I disappoint my people? Will say no. They have the right to speak.
A lot of challenges within the Unity Party when it comes to disappointment, dissatisfaction. How you guys intend to address that? Rescue chairman.
That is the reason why we have come here today. We set a day aside. That Thursday, Tuesday, more importantly on a Sunday, where after church, those going to church, those going to mosque. From there, we gather here and see how best we are listening to grievances. There are a lot of grievances. Grievances will never finish again. You remember that you carry clothes or a person make self-made on human being. So just know that grievances will not finish, but at times it is incumbent upon us to address those grievances in way appropriate.
Is there any hope after this meeting?
There will be hope provided when our leaders listen, because leaders who listen and take action will plan to succeed. But if you listen, you don't take the necessary action, then we are going nowhere.
So meaning your leadership don't listen at all.
No, listen and listen carefully. Leaders who listen, they listen to succeed. Leaders who do not listen, they will not succeed. I'm particularly telling you that if our leaders listen, and I believe at a strong conviction that they will listen.
Probably they are not listening. The reason why there are still challenges in the party.
Yeah, they may not be listening from time to time, but as time goes by, they will listen. Because mind you, if you don't listen when the people speak, when the people rise, your own people rise against you, at the time before you speak, it will be late. So we urgent and appreciate them to speak. So because like for me, I always tell them the truth. I really have to tell them the truth. And mind you, your mark is here. Middle of walking here. You don't be surprised to see me changing somebody, angry too, that people will not like. And I'm here to do that because you know what? We need to call our own honor. We will not call you the honor. Who will call you the honor? I gotta criticize you and bring up recommendation. I let over 7,000 to 8,000 human beings. So if as a leader, if I don't speak to the consciences of our people to do the rebel thing, who you think will be? We will do nothing.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you also.
So that's it. We stay here at the headquarters of the Unity Party, where the executive of the UP Alliance are expected to have an executive meeting today to discuss issues within the ruling establishment. So this is DN News Online Television. The name is George Cooper. Keep watching, keep sharing the live. But partisan of the Unity Party, I got out here in the numbers. What's your name, Chief?
My name is Shemelai Itoba Jr. I'm the national chair of Liberia First Movement, and I think PRO for the UP Alliance.
You're a big man in the party.
Of course, yes.
Member of the UP Alliance.
Member of the UP Alliance and the PRO of the UP Alliance.
Okay, so you are here for the first major emergency meeting. I call it emergency meeting because the intent for the meeting is to address critical national issues within the party.
Right.
What a hope for your supporters or the party scene after this meeting? Is there any hope?
A lot of hope is there. That's why we are waiting for the message. Once the message comes out, our people will make decisions for themselves to know who ready we are.
There are information out there that they were calling for your resignation. Is that true?
You know, there are a lot of pay agents, there are a lot of people out there calling for my resignation, and when you are asking them, what do you want him to resign for, they're not going to tell you nothing so serious, you know. So I just want to tell them that let them calm down. We can sit on the table, we can discuss, but I don't believe that there's any negativity surrounding me, and it's just a way that people want to put me on my feet, to be more committed, because I'm a kind of committed person when it comes to my party issues. So I don't think my party have any personal issue with me or my party position. That's why they are telling me to resign from the Unity Party Alliance, because I see things from a different dimension and people want to default our activities and we're not going to look up to them.
But what are the reasons again for calling for your resignation? Is the failure of Unity Party adherence to the Supreme Court mandate?
I don't think that is why they should be calling for my resignation. I don't think that why they should be calling for my resignation, surely. So I think it should be a better way, and they can probably address the issue and in their numbers where we can see a resolution, and then we can respect it. We can sit on the table and discuss it. I'm open to that.
By the way, where is your political leader?
The political leader is here, as you are aware. The political leader is strategically involved with the activities. He has reaffirmed his support, and he's willing to continue to support. Regardless of our party challenges we are all faced with, including myself, we are confident. We believe in this process. That's why we are here.
Is he going to be in the meeting?
Yeah, been in a lot of meetings. It's possible he's going to be here, but let's wait until he's.
But you should be clear whether you will be in the meeting. As an SG, you should be informed.
I'm the National Party chairperson, but I will tell you when it comes to procedure error, it's possible that the Senator could be here, the SRC could be here, and possible not based on some critical issues as well. But I don't think he's trying to escape for anything, because this has nothing to do with like your first movement fully, like the SRC is going to be absent in any form or manner. I'm here, and I think we invited other people in the party executive. They can come. The radio is here, the media is here.
There's this allegation against your political leader, along with the party leadership, including yourself, that you guys are not advocating for your party scene.
So who is
you people are certified. Your party scene are flagging this.
So they are claiming that the PR is also certified.
That you are certified because you are employed now. You got a job.
Okay,
you are still employed, got a job. So you can't turn your back to them now. You're not advocating for them.
So I think you have to go back to them and ask them what's my position in the government. And when they give you my position, you come back and I will speak to the issues.
Are you not in government?
I don't want to speak to the issue.
Are you not in government?
Told you that indeed.
They are already spoken. You need to clarify. Are you not in government?
No, let them speak more, because we need to make our people to understand the right.
Silent me concern, meaning the information is.
Okay, so the information is true. I challenge the information. Let them tell the information.
So how is the Unity Party Alliance?
First thing I want to say to everyone, there's a willingness.
Okay.
There's a political willingness. And we are going through challenges. It's not very important. You understand? In every alliance, not just Unity Party Alliance, in every alliance that we do aware of. So I don't think that indeed it's a free route for people to come from A and go to B or to go to C. We have to go through due process. And I believe that the due process we all are going through, including myself. So I don't think what's the big deal.
Okay, what's the name again?
I'm Chairman Itokwa Jr. I'm the National Party Chair for Liberia First Movement and the ITIN PRO for UP Alliance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So he's the National Chairman of the... Let's hear you. What's your name, John?
So thank you very much. I'm Philip M. Kula Jr. One of the partisans of the National Unity Party.
One of the partisans of the Unity Party. Yeah, you are the main person I want to talk to. I mean, how you feel about Unity Party?
Well, I feel very excited. The party is on a trajectory. They are trying its best to ensure that the government be able to do one or two things for a citizen. If we understand that the government took over, there are a lot of propaganda and people are trying to instigate against the government. But the government is very prompt in doing things. And our president is steadfast. He is willing to transform this nation. If you see the infrastructure development that is going on, I mean, it will amaze you to some extent.
Because you are in government, so you will praise the government.
No, I'm not in government. But it is true that it is necessary that we give the man a flower when he is alive.
But there are a lot of dissatisfaction from the Unity Party scene around that the party has abandoned them. The party have been selective.
So even in heaven there will be dissatisfaction. I'm able on earth.
Because you were fighters, so you agree.
No, I'm not fighters. But our interest there is for Liberia to move ahead. It's not about myself. Yes, life should not be about yourself. It should be about the country. And want to see Liberia to be able to compete with other African nations.
So after this meeting, what can you say?
Well, I'm very optimistic that the party is about to address some pertinent issues as you may be aware. In recent time, a bit of information that was sent to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court handed down its decision that they maintain the speakership of Funanti Kofa and our president, our dynamic president, the self-led president of the people, make it clear that he will work with the established quorum. And knowing into the far legislative politics, they have to do with numbers. You get 2 and they make it 5, and on they make it maintain the quorum. Therefore, we cannot put our culture on stage because of somebody ain't no own glory. No.
Okay. Thank you. So we stay here at the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party, where the parties are invited the entire executive of the Unity Party Alliance for a very important meeting. The intent of the meeting is to address some challenges within the party. The intent of the meeting is to be able to sit on the table with the Alliance Party to be able to address some of those issues as regard to the success of the UP Alliance. So we are here, we've been speaking to partisans of the Unity Party, giving their own views as regards to the meeting today and how they feel about the Unity Party. And they are partisans that sleep to this headquarters, manning this place. They are here Monday to Sunday. They are here taking care of this place, and they said that they have been abandoned. The Unity Party have been selective. They are abandoned certain group of people and favor certain people. It's not supposed to be that way. But today in the meeting, but my source was informing me today that the purpose, one of the major issues we're going to be addressing today is that few members of the Alliance Party are dissatisfied when it comes to the rule of law. That the party came to power under that mandate of law. Recently, the Supreme Court came out with a ruling in a Asaka at the legislature, and the president issued a statement supporting a side that have a quorum. Other Alliance Party members felt that was not adhering to the rule of law. They want the president to go by the Supreme Court mandate to do the right thing. So some of them are dissatisfied. They've been expressing their dissatisfaction within the party, calling on the leadership of the party, calling on the government to adhere to the Supreme Court mandate, or else some of them will be withdrawing their support from the UP Alliance. It's based on that the Unity Party Alliance had to call for this executive meeting to be able to sit on the table to come to one understanding to push the Unity Party agenda. So that is what we are getting from our source within the Unity Party. That's why I prompted this emergency meeting to be able to address those issues. And there are a lot of dissatisfaction within the party, especially when it comes to job distribution of the from the party to the partisans. There are some Unity partisans that are complaining that they have been abandoned. They are not been having job. The Unity Party are not relating to them. Just few hand of people that are benefiting from the party, and the rest of them are not benefiting. So we stay here. We're going to be speaking to partisans of the Unity Party. What's your name, sir?
My name is Obidai Doga. I'm the deputy coordinator for mobilization recruitment Monarch.
Yeah, so today we are here. You guys are having a very important meeting. What do we hope to see after this meeting?
The Unity Party Alliance is having a very important meeting today. But I cannot speak to the meeting now. We wait to see where after the meeting then we can speak.
So how is the Unity Party?
The Unity Party is okay.
Are you not aware about the concern being raised by partisans in terms of job distribution? Abandonment. Are you not aware about that? How you guys intend to address those issues?
We are aware about partisans talking about job, but to remind you again, the Liberian people voted about Unity Party based on what we told them that job we have are not able to do. So our coming to power was not based about Unity Party coming to job. It was about delivering upon our capital.
7 issues that you think Unity Party told them that they were going to address, and you think you guys are addressed.
We told the Liberian people that in our 6th year, our first 6th year, we are going to establish the issue of the workman code. We were coming to establish the issue of making sure that Liberia have agriculture produce, meaning government having farms. We talk about paying civil servant on time, increasing civil servant salary. So these are things that we tell Liberian, these are promises that we made Liberian people.
What about the rule of law?
The rule of law also, we talk about the rule of law.
And you're not been adhering to the rule of law.
The government have been adhering to the rule of law. We said to the Liberian people, the president told the people that he welcomed the rule of the Supreme Court. And he told the people where current is. Because it's a separate branch of government.
But the president have been in the news for a very bad reason. In terms of suspending 10 new position people and then replacing them, something that is against the law. And this government came to power with a mandate adhering to the rule. So when you start removing 10 new position people, recently you suspended Emma Glasgow and then have an acting leadership at NAFA. Emma Glasgow is a 10 new official.
Suspension in this government have been made based on audit. The person will not wake up one morning and just suspend a 10 official.
But we can't see the audit report.
No, there are a lot of cases at the Supreme Court. There are a lot of cases.
Emma Glasgow, for example, she's begging the government to prosecute her.
No, you cannot beg the government to prosecute. Everything has times. There are procedure. So she had to go through the procedure of the law.
Why didn't wait for the time before suspending her?
She did the act and she was suspended based on corruption. So she should be patient and wait for the law.
Okay. Thank you. So that's it. We say here, folks, it's a very wonderful Sunday afternoon here at the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party. This is DN News Online Television. We're coming to you live from the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party. The name is George Cooper. I'm here along with Ryan Fit Jimpan. He's behind the camera making sure that our broadcast is live on DN News. We're also here along with our general manager, Mr. Aaron Kiman, who is also here doing all the technician work to make sure that the broadcast is uninterrupted. So keep watching DN News, keep sharing the live. Just go on our live and comment and tell us how well you are getting the audio as regards to our broadcast here, and tell us where you are watching us from. But we're going to be here bringing you live coverage of all of the happenings here at the headquarters of the ruling Unity Party as they go about their emergency meeting today. Like I said, this meeting comes just a day after the opposition political party, make out of 5 political parties, held an emergency meeting at the headquarters of the ANC, the Alternative National Congress headed by Alexander Benedict Cummings, All Liberian Party headed by Honorable Benedict Wayfair Ure, the CMC Citizen Movement for Change headed by Musa Hassan Bedete, and the Congress for Democratic Change headed by former President George Manewia, Movement for Economic Empowerment headed by D. Maswesa Sakimiya, headed by D. Maswesa Sakimiya, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Liberia. And in that meeting, they came to a conclusion to have a massive protest on a Tuesday against the Joseph Boakai administration. The intent of that protest is to call the government attention to the rule of law, to make sure that the government abide by the Supreme Court mandate to accept Councillor Fonati Kofa as a speaker of the first branch of government. And a day after that meeting, the Unity Party decided to have their own emergency meeting today in regards to addressing some of the challenges they face within the party and issuing the Unity Party position statement to the Supreme Court ruling. So we are going to be in the building to bring you live coverage of all of the happening. The leadership of the party are already here. They are already in the building. We're going to go in the building now to be able to bring you live coverage from the meeting that is in the building now. So the name is George Cooper. We are trying to speak to. So we see. What's up, Chief? What's her name?
I'm Koyakon Emmanuel Myers.
Okay. What's her position?
I'm the National Vice Chair for Political and Governmental Affairs, MDR.
Okay, so you are here for a very important meeting. What do we hope to see after this meeting?
What we hope to see in this country is a peaceful coexistence allowing the governments to work as per her premises. So what you see here is the UP Alliance, of which the MDI is part of it. So there has been a meeting call, which we know that will have a progressive result from it.
How is the alliance, by the way?
Yeah, the alliance is doing fine, yes. Even between the teeth and the tongue, there will be issues, but overall the alliance is doing fine.
Is the MDR certified or happy within the alliance?
Can we talk that after this meeting?
Okay, thank you so much.
If MDR was not certified, MDR wouldn't have come here.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So we are here. He's the national chairman of the MDR. So we are now going within the building. So this is DN News online television. The name is George Copart. We are now going within the building. So good afternoon. Welcome to
So we will start at exact 2:45. We'll start when the chairman is almost here. But we want you to get set. The guests will be using this route because the journalists will want you to position your gadgets and be ready as we wait the arrival of the chairman of the alliance and the acting chair of the Unity Party. Everybody's trying to get up. Everybody's trying to get up. Yeah. 1, 2. We will take our evidence, we will charge the law with the
I am He said it's some point in my buy election will drop victory to him. Now respond to the press conference. Responding to maintain a big Zayo. Viva, viva, viva. Viva, 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 viva. Ils sont jamais viva. Viva. Nous avons blessé la prison. The rare represent prison. Enjoying the press conference.
Thank you, comrades. Today, take us back to the barricade of the revolution. This is a reminder. Today, remind us that we got men who defeated you at the barricade in 2023. We are the gatekeeper of the Unity Party Alliance. And today we've come as Alliance member to send a strong message to those of you who took this country back into chaos.
Some of you remember when you were first lady in this country, how much young people died in this country. We remember when you served as vice president most recently, how bad you damaged the economy of this country. Today we are here to remind you in unison that the young people of the United Party Alliance will stand at the gate to protect the democracy of this country. We want to thank the militants and cadres of the United Party Alliance who have come to charge with the revolutionary jargons. And we're here to speak in unison. We're here to speak for the Liberian people. And we are in the interest of the Liberian people. At this junction, we'd like to start to recognize our guests as we ask the cadres to be at the gate, to protect the gate of the party headquarters. As we recognize our guests. Today we have a alliance of political parties who have come to speak in unison. And we're going to begin to recognize officials and executives of up to 21 political parties that are here in this house today. We want to recognize Comrade Jean Yolet, who is the Deputy Secretary General for Training and Research of the Unity Party. We want to recognize the Vice Chair of the MDR, who's here to represent the MDR at this unique press conference. We want to recognize Comrade Edmund Ford. Comrade Edmund Ford, who happens to be the finance minister of the Unity Party. The man who controls all of the finances. As the militants were chanting the battle cry here when I saw him, I know the militant was not be available because the finance minister is in the house. We also want to recognize the chairman of the MDR Youth Congress, Comrade Zach Billy, who is at the barricade, and he's leading the gatekeeper at the entry of the Unity Party headquarters to ensure that these territories are well protected. We also want to recognize my own Secretary General of the Youth Congress of the Unity Party, Comrade Evans Webman-Tuku, the pen pusher of the young people of the Unity Party. We also want to recognize an astute politician, a veteran, former senator of Maryland County, a man who bear the mark of this revolution, Comrade Senator Senior Militant John Balu, who is here to grace this occasion. I also want to recognize the Vice Chair of the MDR Youth Congress, Comrade Raphael, who is also here to grace this occasion. To get in the attendance list, we want to be exact with the leader's name, so we get be calling name across the floor. We also want to recognize members of the 4th Estate. All of you are here. We want to recognize the critical Momo Johnson in the house, who's here. We want to recognize the Secretary General of the Mosorado chapter, Comrade Amos Colley, who's here. We also want to recognize
We also want to recognize the youth chairman of District Number 8 of the Unity Party, Comrade Charles Vani, who's also here to grace the occasion. We also want to recognize a veteran politician, Comrade Chairman of the NDC, Comrade Body, who's here to grace this occasion, a fighter and defender of this revolution. We also want to recognize the chairman of the United Independent Democrats, that is Chairman Andrew Yense. We want to recognize the chairman of the New Liberia Party, Chairman Gonkanu Aboteni. We also want to recognize an astute intellectual, the chairman of the All Liberia Coalition Party, Anthony Ansu Dole. We also want to recognize the vice chair for inter-party of the Liberty Party, representing the Liberty Party, Chairman Sifa Flanzamito. We want to recognize the chairman of MOL, Mr. Alexander Gibson. We also want to recognize Comrade Elliot Raleigh, the chairman of CAF. We also want to recognize the Secretary General of ACO here present, Comrade Toure. We also want to recognize the youth chairman of the Rainbow Alliance, Comrade Douglé Mabu. We also want to recognize the vice chair for mobilization of the AMC, Comrade James Momo. We also want to recognize the acting Secretary General of the LPP, Honorable Amos Nelson. We also want to recognize the National Chairman of the ALP here present, Comrade Theodore Momo Jr. We want to recognize the Youth Chairman of the All Liberian Liberation League, Comrade Chokon George, here at the barricade. We also want to recognize the National Vice Chair of the MDR, PSN, I recognize it earlier. We also want to recognize the Liberia Rebuilding Party, that is the Rebuilder Chairman, Youth Chair here present, Comrade Damo Williams. We also want to recognize Comrade Emmanuel Morris, Vice Chair for Legal Affairs of United Independent Democrats. We also want to recognize Comrade Augustine Sama, Deputy Secretary General of Monserrato, Unity Party. We also want to recognize a big brother and veteran, former youth leader of our party, now chairman of the All Liberian Party, Comrade Kaswa Lesin Kaswa. Okay, also want to recognize, the Secretary General of the All Liberian Liberation League, Comrade Carter Ellison Tengbe. He's also here. And I'm just being informed that the standard bearer of the UB Alliance is almost here. And he's coming with additional names of political parties that that he's marching in with. So I know it will be more than 21 here. Those boys who were there street and said they have press conference less than 4 party. Today we come to tell you that majority of the Liberian people are with President Waka. We also want to recognize the economic freedom fighter. He represented here. We know the chairman will soon be here. But one of the executives of the economic freedom fighter, EFFL, the vice chair for Inter-Party, is here. Comrade Abba Wa is also here. And we want to assure those of you who don't have quorum. We'll not keep the country hostage because we can't get quorum. We are here to reaffirm our commitment to the President of the Republic of Liberia to ensure that we'll work with the body that get quorum. And that is constitutional. We also want to say to those boys who failed the Liberian people and dashed the hope of the Liberian people for 6 years, you should be sending messages of apology to the Liberian people instead of having press conferences and threatening that we're going to go back to war. Madam former Vice President, we know your former president, your former husband is in the Hague for not just bringing war to Liberia, but also neighboring country in the Sierra Leone. We want to remind you today that Liberia is not going back to the dark days. We are here to stand firm on democracy. We will protect the democracy and the constitution of this country. If you think we will go back there, so another Liberia to go back to the Hague, I want to say to you, Madam former Vice President, we are not going back. We are not going back. We also have Liberia First Movement Party. Komelai Topa, who is the acting PRO of the UP Alliance. We also have we want to remind those boys opposite Lone Star. We want to remind those people who kill our auditors. We are using the justice system to go after people. Justice delay is not justice denial. We want to say this to you. We will ensure that those of you who stole our country money will not walk with impunity. We are using our justice system to persecute people. The other day we saw on social media the former deputy minister who's supposed to be developing youth admitted that we kill the auditor, they not care what we do. He posted that. We are using our legal system to persecute people. And we want to assure the Liberian people that Ambassador Joseph Yimabwaka, President of the Republic of Liberia, will deliver on the rescue agenda. The damages caused to this country by the Weah-led administration is so deep till most often I like to use the scenario of the NTA. In 2018, the We-led government took over the NTA when the Unity Party had just arranged for 49 pieces of bus, 49 transit buses. They received those buses brand new in 2019, early 2019, they received those buses. The institution, before 2018, there was an independent institution, an autonomous agency that was catering to their own employees. They were responsible to pay their employees, MPA, Marita, everybody paying their employees. Because of the manner and form in which those public properties were mismanaged and broken down, the institution couldn't afford to cater to its own employees. At the end of the day, today we see NTA as a semi-government agency and no longer an autonomous agency that should be standing on its own. All of 49 buses that came brand new, besides those buses that came brand new, the Unity Party made 5 semi-functional out of 49. That's the kind of damage that will cause to this country. And those who want to take us to chaos and preaching messages of discord in our society, want to destabilize the government. We are at the barricade and we are prepared and determined to protect the constitution of this country. We are prepared and determined to improve the democracy of this country. We are prepared and determined to ensure that the interest of the Liberian people is top of our agenda. And this is why Ambassador Joseph Yima Buaka will always work with the side of the legislature that get quorum. If you don't get quorum, constitutionally, you cannot do the Liberian business. So until you can get a quorum, the people who get a quorum will work with them. We understand your tactics. We understand your plot. We understand how much you want to destabilize this country. We know how you people are treating people already. We know how you people are treating people already to kind of cause chaos in this country. But today, we will inform the Liberian people, we will tell the Liberian people all of your plans. You want to bring war in this country? We are not going back there. We're not going back there. Today, we're going to tell the Liberian people how you want to take us back to the 14 years of civil war. We are not going back there. Today, we'll tell the Liberian people that you don't want Putin to come in this country. This is why you want to destabilize the legislature and destabilize this country. We will not take that. Today, we've come here in unison, and we'll let the Liberian people know that your plans for them are not good, but they are evil. And we can say to you that we will not sit here as patriotic citizens of this country to allow the evil plans to triumph. You say no. We say no. We are here today to electing our people. We are here today to let the Liberian people know. We are here today to let them know that the democracy of this country will be improved. If you don't want Mr. Buaka as president of this country like you've been planning, wait for 2029. We'll go to the ballot box and we'll defeat you again like we did in 2023. The Unity Party knows how to win election the second time because we have done it. The Unity Party knows how to face this country. Out of 14 years of civil war in this country, we took this country from nowhere. And we want to say to those boys opposite Lone Star, The damages that you are causing in this country, we are prepared and we are fixing it. You need to sit down and watch and fix it and learn from it. We say this to you because you know in yourself that when we go to the ballot box today, you cannot win any election. The only option you have is to lead the country into chaos. We former Vice President Joe Howard Taylor have been planning and been orchestrating to take this country back to chaos. We will not allow that. We are here today to inform the Liberian people of your plans. We are here to inform the Liberian people of your wicked plan, your evil plan. It's not going to work in this country. Ambassador Joseph Yimabuaka is elected president of this country. Ambassador Joseph Yimabuaka is elected president of this country to fix the damages that you have caused this country. And we're going to face it. We are prepared to fix it. Let me say one more thing before we call our battle cry. And right after the battle cry, you will have the statement being read. Right after the battle cry, you will have the statement being read. Look. After the 2017 elections, the CDC lost 2 major elections because they failed the Liberian people in their stronghold. The CDC lost 2 major elections in Monserrado that was their stronghold because they begin on failing the Liberian people. The Liberian people know their leaders. They know people who are doing good for them.
Viva, 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 viva. We are not come back again. Viva.
This is why Nimba County, the electoral college of Liberia, the county that gave the Unity Party overwhelming votes in the just ended 2023 elections. The United Party have won 2 strategic elections. 2 strategic elections in their stronghold. Unlike the CDC. Look, I'm saying this to the Liberian people because those people opposite MTN, they know that when we go to the ballot board, they don't win no election in the country again because they fail the Liberian people. So the only option and alternative they got is to lead this country to chaos. Is to lead this country to chaos. And we will not sit here and not let the Liberian people know of their wicked plans and their evil plans. We want to announce the arrival of the Secretary General of the NPP. Secretary General of the NPP. We say all the political parties we here. So we invite the battle cry will come and stimulate and charge this forum as our militants are coming to charge this place. The next person you're going to see, or the next thing you're going to see, is the reading of the statement. Anda, 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 anda.
Olha o laser pour avec presque on va le respond. Yo. Yo laser pour avec presque on va le respond. Yo. Viva, 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 viva. La Unity Party, viva. Viva, 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 viva. Là quel momento è stato viva. Viva. C'est bon. You can be your own militant. Yo. before things will go on. Yo.
Respond.
Those boys don't have yo. As the Governor was saying that the house of elders are a place, are a farm, the house of representatives and a home will move from there. Yo. He said the justice cannot put into the house of representatives the flat back field. Yo. Viva. So go bring our talking point around and say, get listen to the good Lord. Yo. The praise. And today you want to listen to the good Lord. The praise. So I want to let you go and take a song for real. Yo. We charge get crazy water. Yo. Say the God pray what he say, not the what. Yo. Crazy man. Yo. Thank you.
Before we read our statement, we want to recognize the arrival of key leaders of our alliance, the Unity Party Alliance, as we're chanting the battle cry. We witness the arrival of the energetic former youth leader of the Unity Party and current Secretary General of the Unity Party, Comrade Amos Square. Recognize you. Thank you, comrade. We also want to recognize the first elected female senator of Kema County, the acting chair of the Unity Party, vice chair for administration, I call man Baba, but because this is an official platform, we'll call your full name Taba Mabandi Fabula. Want to recognize you. And we be informed that the chairman of the Rescue Alliance going to be reading the statement. And in just few minutes, you will man the podium to read the statement.
Drumao, men around Drumao. We're about to send message to the lazy boy. Drumao. Viva. Ascar great Azoko. Viva.
Thank you. We know losers are always angry. So those people who defeated in 2023 are still angry. But they cannot use their anger to lead this country back to the dark days. This we wouldn't accept. Today we've come to speak in one voice. And we just witnessed the arrival of a very strong young woman. A very strong young woman who is a member of the Youth Congress, but because of her strength, she's the vice chair for Inter-Party of the Unity Party, Comrade Cornelia Curl Topa.
a true representation of women in politics. I also want to recognize the former youth chairman of the Unity Party, current Assistant Secretary General for Press and Publicity of the Unity Party, Komilasana P. Fufana, who just walked in. And before the chairman comes out to read this statement, we'd love to recognize a man once referred to as Unity Party PP, because he grew through the ranks and file of the party, from zonal leader to district leader to county leader to youth leader, acting youth chairman, and currently vice chair for inter-party membership and memorialization. Vice chair for mobilization and recruitment, Comrade Warren Bryant. Want to recognize the according position. In the next few minutes, we'll have the chairman of the Rescue Alliance who will deliver this powerful statement to the Liberian people, who will unveil their wicked plans and their evil deeds that they've been planning over the past few months. But we want to say to you, our people, we want to say to all of you that we are committed to ensure that this country moves forward. And this, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Imabuaka, is committed to do it. Before the chairman comes out, I want to recognize an astute official of NEMA. You know, we're not taking NEMA lightly. NEMA is like our chicken egg. We hold it in our hand. It will move to 2029. This is why these guys opposite MTN are very angry. The way in which we're taking care of NEMA. Opposite MTN. MTN, right? MTN. Yeah. We want to recognize Comrade PRO of the Nima County Chapter Unity Party, Comrade Bob Kato, the man who controls the data center for the just in the election. Recognize you, Comrade, and thank you very much. And we want to also inform the public that in subsequent time, we're going to unveil our senator to the Liberian people. That will be another program that we're going to celebrate. Those angry losers will keep getting vexed, but their vestation will not lead us back to the dark days. I'm saying this over and over because I want you to remember it. When you lose, it's good that you get angry, but your anger should not lead to the detriment of the masses of our people. And this is why we are here today. We are here to protect the interest of all of you Liberians. Those of you in Radio Land, listening to us in Riverside, listening to us in Basso, in Sano, in Grengu, in River G, in Nima, in Bom, in Bapolu, in Kema, in Maryland, in Grand Gita, wherever you are, listening to us, we want to say to you that the President of the Republic of Liberia is seeking your interest, and your interest is top of his agenda. Those people with their wicked plans and their evil deeds, we will not. We want to recognize. We recognize Wagana Bebe. Wagana Bebe. Wakana Bebe. Amen. What kind of baby? What kind of baby? Manna. Their evil plans and their bad deeds will not come to light. At this junction, before the chairman of the Rescue Alliance come out, we will usher in the Assistant Secretary General for Press and Publicity, who will now lead the charge of this press conference, Comrade Lassana P. Fofana. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me now call on the gallant militants who will steer this place off for the next couple of minutes, and after which we'll now be taking our press statement. So I now turn over the microphone for the next 2 minutes.
We're about to send a message. We now go back to what we destroyed our plan. Thank you very much. So we are sitting on the Jamaican resources and get there all day. Viva, 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 viva. Men coming with more viva. Viva! Atinao! Atinao! We have the message going to send to them. Atinao! Atinao! The la brother for one family. What if I don't want to call your elderly? Yo. What's the yo. Let me buy a day yo. We are see what's on taking the time. They not complaining again. Look here, go will protect me. Yo. Look here, go will protect me. Yo. This is so happy. Yo. The video is waiting for them. Yo. Green and Yakan to toy. Yo. People are asking to in America. Yes, nothing. Yo. What is your yo? Polioka is not yo. Everything is not yo. Viva! Our boss be very respond to them traditionally. Viva! Is the male ways of viva! Viva! Go come go to Grenco. Viva! Say that now can go there. You party want to go to the moon and yo. You use our water say that and yo. You party to the man go inside and yo. You party I go to go to moon yo.
the king of the battle, the main man, he had a ball. Yo. We sorry for the main so I can take it and say, yo. The way, better respond to this, the way. You want to destroy your evil plan in the name of Jesus, Mavi go in the relocation, go to your wife, step in the city, yo. Your free for gay, your guy is a president of diabetes patient, yo. The
Amanda. So thank you very much. Thank you to our garden militant for such a very powerful and inspiring battle cry. Before we take the man who is going to read the statement, I'd like to recognize while the militant was in speech, we witnessed the arrival, and this is going to be the only introduction that I'm going to do. While the militant was tearing this place up, we witnessed the arrival of the national chairman of the MDR, Honorable Councillor Thank you. So we will not be going through the formality as it has already been done by the national chairman of the Unity Party. I will quickly go on to call on this podium the man who will be reading all right. We've been told that we've been told. Thank you. So on that note, we will now call on again. Our speaker is in the corridor. I already received a text message. While we are waiting for him, I'd like to call on again the battle crowd to come and take on the stage. Amanda. So thank you very much. So briefly, let me tell you the standard operation procedure today. Immediately after the reading of the statement, we will not be entertaining questions. However, we will entertain supporting statements from some of the political parties leaders that are here. So absolutely there will not be a question section because the statement is going to be self-explanatory and the best way that you can understand. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, leaders of the UP Alliance, fellow partisans, may you now position yourself and fasten your belt as we call on this podium Honorable Gabriel Sedi, the national chairman of the Liberia Restoration Party, concomitantly chairman of the UP Alliance. Yes.
His Excellency the Baba Wataba, the Sheikh Ali of the State Ambassador Joseph Imam Boga remain the presidency. Yo!
Unity Party Alliance, April 27, 2025.
Viva, 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 viva! Let the message go, viva, viva!
UP Alliance reaffirms solidarity with President Boakai's leadership, condemns some element of the opposition threat of chaos, and raised concern over judicial overrides. Fellow Liberians, members of the press, local and international development partners, and distinguished stakeholders. On Wednesday, the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia rendered a ruling in the ongoing legislative impasse that has disrupted the House of Representatives over the past few months. This ruling stemmed from a bill of information filed by the former Speaker, Representative J. Fonati Kofa, seeking clarification of the court's decision on December 6, 2024 opinions. While we acknowledge and respect the Supreme Court's authority as final arbiter of justice, the Unity Party Alliance expresses profound concern that the court's recent ruling, instead of resolving the impasse, has further complicated the situation. If improperly enforced, the ruling threatened to paralyze governance, destabilize the legislature, and potentially undermine national peace and progress. Standing firmly with President Boakai's leadership, the UP Alliance, unwavering in its support for President Joseph Imam Boakai, and commend his steadfast commitment to constitutional governance, separation of power, the rule of law, we echo the President's call for national unity, responsible governance, and democratic integrity at this critical junction. President Boakai's administration has consistently demonstrated leadership grounded in dialogue, inclusiveness, and a vision for sustainable national development. Its commitment to respecting constitutional provision, especially Article 33, which mandates A simple majority constitute a quorum for legislative business is critical to ensure that government remain functional for the Liberian people. We urge all Liberian political actors, institutions to rally behind President Bouakar's leadership to secure continuing peace and development. Condemn opposition threats. The UP Alliance categorically condemns the threat and destabilizing rhetoric emanating from the elements from the opposition, from few elements of the opposition. We strongly reject political motivated intimidation that divisive tactics aim at undermining our hard-earned peace and democratic progress. On Friday, we witnessed the unfortunate gathering of opposition figures who irresponsibly threaten chaos and the governability of the state if the president should fail to enforce the Supreme Court ruling. Such inflammatory rhetoric represent a dangerous assault on Liberia's stability and constitutional order. We denounce these actions as morally bankrupt attempt to prioritize political ambitions over national interests. The threats to shut down Liberia through violence and unrest are unacceptable and will be met with firm resistance by all peace-loving Liberians. Raise concern over judicial overreach. While we affirm our respect for the judiciary, we must express grave concern over the Supreme Court April 23rd ruling. The Bill of Information filed by the Representative Kofa was based on extrajudicial statement, not a formal enforceable decision, and should not have been entertained by the court. This is why even the final decision of the Bill of Information said they didn't mandate an enforceable action, which means the political questions still remain to be determined by members of the House of Representatives. How then does the Chief Justice expect the government to enforce such an first ruling on this matter accentuated that Supreme Court cannot do what the legislature should refuse to do for itself? The court decision has blurred the line between judicial intervention and legislative independence, contrary to Part 4 of the court's own procedure and rules. Additionally, it is important to highlight that during the national budget hearing, the Supreme Court itself endorsed the participation of judicial financial team to advocate for a budgetary increase under the leadership of the Speaker, who they classify as illegitimate. Following the passage of the national budget, the Chief Justice authorized an increase in her salary, restoring it from pre-harmonization level, approved retroactive payment of $60,000 United States dollars for the Chief Justice and $40,000 each member of the Supreme Court bench. Furthermore, under the current fiscal budget, the judiciary have procured a fleet of vehicles to enhance its operational capacity. What is more troubling, the ruling rates invalidating critical legislative action, which will include the following if care is not taken. The 2025 national budget, Senate rates. The civil servant salary is Senate rates. The increment in salary for healthcare workers around the country, it also stands rates, including doctors, nurses, medical, and all police people. Health and life insurance for police officers also stand the rates. World Bank loan agreement, other international financial agreement, critical to national development, they all stand the rates because of the same legislation. This legislation
ratify these bills. Pass important legislation for smooth operation of the government. Such retroactive invalidation would destabilize the state functioning, contrary to constitutional commitment to a functional and legislative executive. The UP Alliance reaffirmed that President Bouakai honor Article 33 of the Constitution must ensure that the governance continue uninterrupted with a majority quorum in the House of Representatives. The executive cannot enforce any rule that undermine constitutional governance or plunge the state into paralysis. As such, as a cardinal function of the executive is to ensure peace, security, stability of state and its people, commitment to peace, democracy, and the rule of law. The United Party Alliance urges all Liberians to remain vigilant against efforts to solve chaos, division. We call for calm, national unity, constructive dialogue to resolve our political differences peacefully. We categorically reject any attempt to intimidate the government or derail Liberian development. Liberia's future belongs to all Liberians, not to a few disgruntled politicians seeking to revise our democratic gain. Until the legislature fully resolve its internal dispute, the UP Alliance will continue to recognize and to do business with duly constituted majority quorum that ensure smooth operation of the government of Liberia. In conclusion, the United Party Alliance call upon all Liberians rally around President Bouakai's leadership. We must reject reckless threat of chaos, safeguard democratic value, and remain committed to constitutional order. Considering that the petition for re-argument has been docketed before the Supreme Court, the United Party Alliance of political parties urges the Supreme Court to do the right thing, ensuring that the doctrine of separation of power is adhered to, by not interfering into internal governance of the legislature, by applying the political doctrine principle on passing on matter revolving legislation. Under President Bouakai's leadership, we march onward, united, resilient, unstoppable. Liberia move forward. Liberia will work. We should all think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Thank you. This message comes from all alliance of political parties, all coalition party, ACO, Grassroots Democratic Party, GDPF, Rainbow Alliance, New Liberia Party, Movement for One Liberia, Movement for Democratic Reconstruction, MDR, Liberia People Party, Liberia Restoration Party, National Democratic Coalition, Democratic People Party, of United Party, Liberia, All Liberia Party, Economic Freedom Fighter, United Independent Democratic, UID, African Liberation League, or Greater Action of Liberia, Liberia First Movement, Liberia Rebuilder Party, Grassroots Democratic Movement, United Party, and other independent candidates who aspire for presidency for the Republic of Liberia. Long live our country and long live the United Party Alliance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The agenda of the Rescue Mission.
Viva! Amanda! Thank you. Thank you very much. We want to thank the chairman of the UP Alliance for such a very powerful and succinct statement. On this note, like we said, we're now going to entertain questions Nevertheless, we're going to be taking supporting statement for a period of at most 2 minutes from not all members of the alliance, because as you read, we have 20 political parties who are members of our alliance. Because of time, we'll be taking supporting statement from the following. Permit me to call on this microphone the national chairman of the MDR, Councillor Cooper Crown.
Members of the press, officers and party leaders here present, let me join other political party leaders here to reiterate that the MDR stands with President Boakai. This administration was elected to serve the people of Liberia. Anything that tends to interfere with the smooth operation of this government, I think will be dealt with as in keeping with our law. As far as we are concerned, the president has the right, or this administration has the right, to continue to deal with the legislature through the appropriate, the majority or the section that has the quorum. And if tomorrow Mr. Kofa has quorum, this government will deal with him. If today Mr. Kuhn has the quorum and continue to have the quorum, we'll continue to deal with him. Let the world go forth. That this is the process that all of us have accepted, and we have affixed our signature to the document that was just read, and we stand by it. Today, we'll stand by it. Tomorrow, we'll stand by it in the future. Liberia is a place for all of us. That not one person. You cannot, in your put the interest of the entire country around one person. It doesn't work that way. In democracy, you look for number, not individual. So again, let us work together. I think the message is so forceful. We want the press to carry it. The next 2 weeks, let re-echo all of the things that have been done, which we think that are not in the interest of the government and not in the interest of our people. If you say that everything that you have done were illegal, that will include the budget that was passed. It means the budget was illegal, or that the budget is illegal. That means the budget should be set aside. But you see, you can't benefit from what you said was illegal. Then you say the president should follow what you are saying. How? When you benefit from something, you can't come back and say, "Oh, the thing is not good." It means if you say it's illegal, you have to now start to bring the money that you are receiving now under the illegal process. All the 60,000, all the 40,000 for each of the associate justices. But I don't think we should go that route. The Supreme Court still has the opportunity to redeem herself, and we look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Powerful statement from the Lieutenant Councillor. A powerful statement from the Lieutenant Councillor that the Supreme Court still has the opportunity to redeem herself. Next on the microphone is going to be the National Chairman of ICO, Honorable Ansu Dolly.
Manda, Waga destroy your plan. Waga destroy your plan. Waga destroy your plan. Oh, Joseph Waga, Waga destroy your plan. Manda.
I would like to stand on parallel protocol. For indeed, the Lieutenant Councillor has spoken. So the 2 minutes given to us have been extended. And so, because the Lender Council spoke exactly for 5 minutes, we will also speak for 5 minutes. You see, the All Liberia Coalition Party have a history. And I want you to be cognizant of that. Every political institution have a history. And we have a history. So you cannot make us scared with chaos. For we are also masters of chaos. And so we do not want to go that route anymore. Give us time and peace as we move forward with good governance. And what is so funny is that one former chairman who have a civil society organization surfaced in a political rally threatening the peace on July 15. That if you knew that the Supreme Court will rule this way. So I'm a little bit confused that the Supreme Court, member of the justices, actually discussed with them that there will be this ruling. So I'm a little bit confused. So then where are we in Liberia? The All Liberia Political Coalition Party stands by President Joseph Numa Boakai and the rescue mission. And we also stand by the decision that will work with those that have the quorum. You have benefited from the budget that you said was illegal. Honorable Counsel, you need to interpret to me. If you illegally accept something, then you should be resigning by now. That's a fact. But it is cleverly calculated and designed to bring this government to public disrepute. We wouldn't accept it. We will not accept that. This government, by evidence of all of the political institutions that you see here today, we are firmly, strongly, courageously, vigorously, militarily, politically behind the President of the Republic. I want to thank you very much.
Amanda! Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, we plenty parties say. First supporting statement will be coming from the original chairman, the original national chairman of the All Liberian Party, the ALP. The original chairman of the ALP will be the man speaking next. So join me as we call on this microphone, Honorable Theodore Momo, National Chairman of the ALP.
Manda, where do, 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 Manda.
Thank you very much. The members of the leadership of the Unity Party, the leadership of the Alliance of Unity Party supporting parties, members of the leadership of political parties and leaders of parties that are here at this press conference, partisans of the All Liberian Party, some of whom are outside of the building because of the space situation in here. We bring you greetings from the leadership and membership of the All Liberian Party that we led, commanded, and moved forward with without wavering to support the rescue mission in 2023, having laid the basis since 2017, supporting the leadership quest of Ambassador Joseph Ima Boakai up to the evolution of the CPP and to the 2023 general and presidential election, believing in his vision and leadership for our country. We stand here today to reiterate our commitment and our resolution in supporting President Joseph Ima Boakai and the Unity Party Alliance for better governance of our country, as the alliance and the government has already begun showing very positive signs of relieving people, undermine the peace and stability. We in this public manner like to state very clearly that we were not a party and will never be a party to a meeting that will discuss the chaos, backwardness, war, and ravaging of our country anymore. We are moving forward with providing positive support to this government, serving in government, providing leadership, assisting the presidency, justifying our inclusion, that we were given a responsibility not to create problems, not to create chaos, but to assist in serving the Liberian people. All of our partisans, majority of the National Executive Committee of the All Liberian Party, majority of the leadership, the national leadership of the All Liberian Party, including the Youth League and Women League. Today, we pledge our total commitment to the presidency of President Joseph Ima Boakai and his national leadership. We also came to assure the alliance that you should not waver. We should stand firm. The ALP will move forward. The ALP will remain consistent. The ALP will remain persistent for the next 6 years so that the government deliver on its promises of rescuing our people, rescuing our economy, rescuing our rule of law. The issue of quorum is a common issue now that is being stressed by all speakers. But there's one thing I want to say the President said, and I want to reiterate. The issue of quorum is a recognizable fact in our national constitution, which was restated and re-amplified by the ruling of the Supreme Court, as much as the ruling was what it is, but it restated that quorum is defined by a certain number, and the one who holds the number legislatively, being a former legislator, the number speak at the national legislature. If Honorable Kuhn maintains a number, he holds a number, then the ruling Israel gave us back in to do business with the faction or the group that has quorum. Therefore, the Supreme Court, in my opinion, is still pointing forward to the fact that there is a self-contradiction, an inherent contradiction in this ruling. How it can recognize quorum as a constitutional factor, at the same time deny the power and benefit to that quorum. Thank you.
Of the rescue mission for.
Thank you.
LCA, then you want father in the GCF say yo.
Amanda.
Will not be a friend say yo.
Thank you. So of all the beautiful things the national chairman of the ALP stressed, I'd just like to talk one thing that he said. Let me reiterate. He said all the members of the ALP,
all members of the ALP and the National Executive Committee of the ALP support President Joseph Yuma Boakai. So any other ALP you saw anywhere, that fake ALP. MDR opening, you be closing. MDR opening, you be closing. So thank you. As you can see, we have gallant men and women here, great speakers. But like we said, we're just giving you a highlight of our political leaders and political representation here. So we're not going to take everybody. So on this note, I am now calling on the microphone one of the giants, one of the powerful women in the Republic of Liberia. I am now calling on this microphone the very big woman that can be compared to Ya Asantua. If you take Ghanaian history, you know exactly who Ya Asantua is. So on this note, permit me to call on this microphone the acting national chairman of the Unity Party, the national vice chair of the Unity Party, and senator of Grand Cape Mount County, Madam Daba Mabani Vapla.
Gladiator and the female intellectual museum of the indomitable Green Revolution, National Youth, you know the party say yo yo yo. She not a quit or face me say yo yo.
Thank you very much.
No, go ahead after that.
My colleagues, leaders of the Unity Party, and leaders and members of alliance political parties of the Unity Party here present, all supporters of President Joseph Yuma Boakai and the rescue mission, the Liberian people who are listening to us today, the press, on behalf of the chairman of the Unity Party, Dr. J. Luther Tappet, who is on official travel, and the leaders, the NEC, the NCC of the Unity Party, I want to at this time welcome the statement of the alliance political parties. I want to say that today you have again demonstrated your commitment to the development of this country and the peaceful coexistence of all of us. When you came to support President Boakai in 2023, it was not only because of the campaign euphoria, but it was a demonstration that you believe in his leadership. Thank you. At this point, I'd like to again condemn the statement from some opposition political party members or leaders threatening chaos in the country that we all know experienced 14 years of war. A war that some of us, every member, every household in Liberia was affected by. At the point that President Joseph Yuma Boakai is leading the country through a development path that he has set out to do. Condemn the statement and want to at the same time call upon the youth who are their targets, to use you even without putting their children out in the streets. Because they believe at this point they are living in regret of not serving the Liberian people during their term of service. Today they see things are moving under President Boakai and they want to bring it to a halt, to the detriment of the Liberian people. So we call on our youthful population not